I don't know if this is in general just a fact about spring and fall in general, but I read the place where I live, Virginia, the falls are often much warmer and the springs often much colder. And I've always wondered whether that's like an abnormal climate thing or a normal climate thing. I don't know. But, you know, like a weather scientist, you know, what's that sense of regularity? Weather interrupts with your regularity. And so you have to like create a sort of regimen out of it, like a fucking Buddhist. Like, oh, it's snowing, but I'm fasting, so I'm not emitting heat from trying to digest anything, you know. Uh, when man gets power, not from starch, but from ketosis, he can live longer. And he can shiver, and he can have a deeper voice from walking barefoot in the cold. And so, really, it's about creating that rhythm, creating that metaphysical, physical link chain, that blockchain with reality. People talk about how Bitcoin has this like, it's undeniably valuable, but that's not really true because if you really think about it, value, if you put it in a postmodern context, then the more valuable something is, the less valuable it becomes. Because valuable is in expendability. And if something is completely expendable, then, you know, it's just a supply-demand flux, really. One defines it as supply, which is the modern monetary theory, and one defines it as demand, which is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can establish a non-zero demand for money. Non-zero. Like, why is it so fucking cold? It's April. It's fucking April. God damn it. Shit. Shit, son. What the fuck? It's fucking April. I hate it. I hate you, weather. Yeah, there's a certain shape to it. I've been doing puzzles, and like, there's ways, you know, it fluctuates somewhat, but you know, there's long pieces and there's wide pieces. Like how there's tall people and there's fat people in real life, and there's no fat people who are also tall. Ha 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 ha. And so long pieces always go in tall and tall into long. And usually within a certain region, all the long pieces are facing a certain way, such that if they were superpositioned, they would overlap and you wouldn't be able to see one piece under the other. So rhythm. People talk about like, oh, I can do everything, I get everything about this stuff. I know how to do everything. But, you know, for some reason, these people are more popular. It's about rhythm. That's my theory. And it's also, well, yeah, rhythm. Because, you know, just the fact of it, you know, it's a tautology that their rhythm is what got them in there. And rhythm is something that exists spatially. If you look at the symmetrical existence of reality, rhythm is just sort of looking at different manners of tessellation or whatever. Cold. Fucking bastard coldness. Oh, it's so cold. Oh, what will a cold boy do? And, yeah. This is a garbage video. Just release it out there. be like, this is how you do stuff if you want to be regular. Because I've been thinking about that, you know. People can assume, oh, I'm just stuck in a rut. But how do you know your problem is that you're stuck? Maybe you could deserve to be stuck, you know, to be consistent, but not in a gay way, not in a retarded way for losers. But in a way that's concise, and in a way that actually creates unpredictability. Because oftentimes, you know, when people have, you know, no sort of inertia, then actually that kind of prefabricates the unpredictability in their lives. So instead of like bitching and moaning or whatever, counterintuitively, you have to sort of make a hole for your bitching and moaning to be facilitated by. You don't sort of, you know, like, oh, bitch and moan the things that are happening right now. Because that's what's so frustrating about it, is because you move your feet, you move anything in your body or your mind, and you immediately smash into stuff. And that's sort of a childish mentality. And that's why they tell them, you know, if you're angry, go to sleep. Because it's lateral. It's logic created by thought rather than thought created by logic. Or shit, you know? Exactly. I just made that shit up, and it makes a bit of sense to me. So the order and stuff, the you know, the formal, informal, form after, form before, all that bullshit. Which is, I think, why I'm going to exercise tomorrow. And I'm going to probably make another video about, like, a TV show I've been watching, which is good. I can talk more consistently when I whisper, because that makes my shivering less noticeable. I'm gonna hang up before my phone